Hi, boys and girls, and welcome back to Mr. Grable in our Grade 3 ELA class, woohoo, where we learn from collections. Today we have an article called Sojourner and Beyond by Ted Mercer and illustrated by Dave McKay. Look, this one's about outer space. Sojourner's route to Mars, Earth at launch, December 2nd, 1996, going around the sun, Mars at arrival, July 4th, 1997. Whoa, this is cool. Look at those cool robots next door there on page 49. Let's read. Journey across space. The Pathfinder spacecraft carries Sojourner to Mars. Wow. In the past, explorers went on long journeys to new frontiers. Hey, carving new frontiers, that's what this book's called. They mapped the way to places where pioneers later settled. Today, the frontier is in space. And the explorers are robots traveling in spacecraft. Their mission is to explore new worlds where humans may live one day. So here we are, from Earth to Mars. The most exciting space frontier today is on the planet Mars. Why Mars? Well, the answer is that it's the closest planet to Earth. Makes sense. It's also the planet that's most like Earth. One scientist says, Mars is the only other planet that people would be able to live on in the next 100 years. We need to understand it to be able to send people there safely. Do you want to learn to live on Mars? Oh, maybe your kids, your great-grandkids. 100 years, you never know. Interesting stuff. Okay, so there's the cool graph. Now let's go on to the next page here. Learn what happened. On December 2nd, 1996, the Pathfinder spacecraft was launched from Earth. On July 4th, 1997, about 6 months later, it landed on Mars. So it took 6 months, half a year to get to Mars. And what an incredible landing it was. After the spacecraft entered Mars's atmosphere, airbags on it inflated like balloons. These airbags cushioned the spacecraft's hard landing. When the Pathfinder hit the planet, it bounced a number of times before coming to rest. Slowly the balloons emptied. Then the sides of the spacecraft opened like a flower. Whoa, look at those cool pictures. The first one in the circle there says, climbing over rocks, scientists watch a copy of Sojourner perform. So it's a copy, so they practiced on Earth. Now here in the bottom, Sojourner on Mars. The rover is still aboard the spacecraft. So there, I think you can even see the balloons kind of in the background. That's Mars. A robot inside! The most exciting part of the mission was still ahead, though. Inside Pathfinder was a very special cargo. A 6-wheeled, 65-centimeter long, it's about 2 of your rulers, robot called Sojourner. Sojourner was powered by the sun, solar powered. It could move around Mars's rough surface at speeds of about 40 centimeters per minute. That's really slow. 40 centimeters, so just a bit longer than your ruler for a minute. That is really slow. But anyway, some of Sojourner's movements were directed by a computer scientist back on Earth. It was almost like operating a remote control toy car. Of course, the big difference was that this robot car was 191 million kilometers away. Oh my goodness. I can't even imagine how far that is. It's about 191 kilometers to Saskatoon. But we were talking 191 million kilometers. That's a little farther than Saskatoon. Hey, Yogi! Look at the picture there. Yogi! Sojourner at work. The rover checks a rock that scientists named Yogi. They named a rock Yogi. Sojourner could also make simple decisions on its own. It had lasers that told it when objects like rocks were in its path. Then its computer brain could decide to go around them. Good decision. I don't think you're going to get through Yogi. The rover carried out its mission as planned. It collected color pictures and information about Mars for 30 Martian days, or sols, 24.6 hours. Maybe someday, in the very distant future, people will look back on the little robot's discoveries and call it one of Mars's first pioneers. Oh, and look at this lady here in the picture. I'll bet she's famous. Did you know the Sojourner received its name from Valerie Ambrose, who won an essay writing contest? She suggested the remote rover should be named after Sojourner Truth, an African American who promoted rights for all people. Sojourner also means traveler. Definitely traveled 191 million kilometers away. Last page here. Finding out more about Mars. Scientists plan to send spacecraft to Mars every 2 years until about 2004. Some of the craft will contain robot rovers like Sojourner. However, these robots will be able to move faster and farther than Sojourner. Scientists hope they will tell us even more about Mars. Then, in about 2005, another robot mission will bring back soil and rock samples from Mars. This will help experts determine if there ever was life on Mars. Some years after these last robot explorers, a mission will go to Mars with astronauts aboard. Maybe you or one of your friends will be among them. And there's a picture of it again. Wow, that's cool looking. Sojourner's big brother. Oh, he does look much bigger. Rocky 7 is now being tested in the Mojave Desert. The surface conditions there are like those in Mars. Wow, that's quite an article. Now there's some more interesting facts in the next page about Mars. Let's read about them. Fabulous Mars facts. Here they are. Mars is the 4th planet away from the Sun and the closest to the Earth. Mars, like Earth, has seasons: spring, summer, fall, winter. Temperatures where the Sojourner traveled were minus 26 degrees Celsius by day and minus 87 degrees Celsius at night. That's cool. Scientists have found evidence that some form of life may have existed on Mars more than 3.6 million years ago. A volcano on Mars called Olympus Mons is 3 times the height of Mount Everest, the tallest mountain in the world. The highest mountain on Earth. 3 times. 3. So 1 Mount Everest, another Mount Everest, another Mount Everest. Explore Mars for yourself. There's some websites, lots of stuff on the web. Carving New Frontiers. Mars would definitely be a very new frontier. Maybe you'll be a scientist, an astronaut someday, helping out with that. Have a great day. Bye-bye.